You over 50? This video is for you. Now the younger crowd, y'all can hang out. You can learn something from this video. But I'm looking for a particular age group. 50 and older. We need you. Seriously. So over the last, decade, AI has started to take over a lot of things in our life, along with other technologies. And it's very windy, y'all. Hopefully this thing is working. We'll see once I look at the vid. But with technology and the seemingly takeover of artificial intelligence, the knowledge and wisdom of people our age and older is being kept inside all of us. It is up to us to spread that out. We got to give that wisdom to the younger generations and to the world. So one of the biggest reasons I started this YouTube channel was to get my thoughts out and get my wisdom out, if you call it wisdom. I don't think I'm a wise guy. If you ask me, I think I'm a dumbass. But I've had life experiences and things that's happened to me throughout my life that I think could help younger people, maybe even help people my age or older. Don't know. Some people who have lived as long as I have and older, they have not experienced a lot of the things that I've experienced throughout my life and travels and careers. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But you do have something to offer the younger generation. Switch hands over here. I'm just walking around in my yard right now. I'm out here I'll go out to the road a minute. It's very windy for some reason, like a storm coming through. But anyway, your time is now. I know you've been quiet, so have I. Been very silent for a long time, watching the world evolve around me, watching technology evolve around me. And I'm here to tell you that the human interaction that we used to have is no longer available. At least not in the amount that it used to be available. We are very scarce because there's not many of us who will speak out about our experiences. Very quiet, very silent, keep to ourselves. Just go to work, come home, live our lives. That kind of thing. But we sure could use you. I know the world could use some of my wisdom. And there's a lot of people out there a hell of a lot smarter than I am. Get out here and start you a YouTube channel. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna get my wisdom out, my knowledge, my experiences. I'm gonna find a way to get it out. I know what you're thinking, you're scared. You've probably been thinking about YouTube for years, wanting to start it. I did too. And I regret every minute that I did not start up until I was 50 years old. I should have started this channel 20 years ago. But I'm not gonna dwell on that. Now's my time. Now's your time. We all have something to give. There's parts of my life that a 25-year-old is experiencing right now. They do not know how to respond to it. They do not know what the outcome's going to be. But I do. You do. 50, 60, 70 years old. We know how the story ends for them. At least we know where the chapter ends, because we've already lived it. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't get ourselves in gear as a responsible generation to let the younger generations know what they're getting themselves into, what to avoid, how to be successful, how to have good relationships with people, how to have good relationships with your family, how to have a successful career. Stories that may have happened to us that seem divine. Stories that may have happened to us that are sad. Stories that have happy endings, sad endings. Doesn't matter. We need you. Yes, I'm talking to you, the one who has been behind the camera, recording yourself and not posting the video. Yeah, I'm talking to you, the one that's been on YouTube for 20 years, thinking about starting, but for whatever reason you were afraid. Somebody put a spark of fear in you about it. Said you weren't good enough, or you thought to yourself you weren't good enough, or you thought to yourself that I don't have the right equipment, or is anyone going to be interested in what I have to say? Do I have enough life or enough stories in me to be interesting to the world or to a demographic, or just to be interesting to anyone, really? Let me tell you something. First of all, you have life experiences that artificial intelligence and technology can never, ever touch. Stuff that they cannot learn. People cannot learn from AI. AI can only give you summaries based on facts, based on what humans have said online, or based on what humans have told AI. They don't know. AI doesn't know what it is to have a heartbreak. Doesn't know what they have, or doesn't know how to have a successful career. Doesn't know what it is to lose someone important to you, a child, a family member, other family member, spouse, father, mother, grandfather. AI can never replace the human interaction or the human experience. And it's up to us, in my opinion, it's actually our obligation to give our wisdom to the generations that are coming up behind us, the millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and whatever other generations have a title. You know, I told you in a previous video, I started this channel for my own therapy, and it's working. I'm out here walking. I haven't walked in this neighborhood since I moved here 3 years ago. Y'all, I've been in a depressed state for a long time. And maybe you're struggling with the same things, some of the things that I struggled with. Maybe you just want to start a YouTube channel to have something to do. You're just scared to hit that record button, and even more scared to hit that publish button. I know where you're at. I've been there. Did you know that every successful YouTuber, every big channel, every small channel, anybody who has had a taste of success on YouTube had that same feeling? They started the same place you're going to start. And yes, you are going to start. You've got something to offer. I know you do. I lived a simple life, and I got stuff to offer. I haven't lived a spectacular life, but I lived enough and had enough experiences through my travels and careers and family and relationships and do-it-yourself programs. And oh my goodness, I can't even think of everything I can tell people. I got so much to say. But I do know, let me switch hands. But I do know that if we stay quiet, like we have been, if Gen X, or boomers, if we stay quiet, that wisdom will go to our graves. The generations coming up will only know what they learn from YouTube, what they learn from the internet, what they learn from their own peers, and what the education system can show them. And y'all know the education system is broken. Education systems don't have anywhere near the wisdom that we have. We lived it. We survived it. We embraced it. We can take that wisdom, that knowledge, that experience, that knowledge from experience, the wisdom from experience, and we can really touch people. We can get it out, let people hear it, and maybe they're struggling or maybe they're succeeding with whatever it is you're talking about. And your information is invaluable. Artificial intelligence can't give them that. We need that human interaction. I know that I would probably go crazy if I couldn't be around other humans, or at least talk to other humans. There's a generation now growing up. Well, I guess it's Gen Alpha, or is it Gen Z? One of the two. A complete technological generation, brought up in smartphones and video games and computers. They don't know 50-year-old wisdom. The internet can't give them that. Not AI. They can read it in a forum. But there's nothing better than seeing someone's face on a camera, or being in front of someone else at a dinner table or a diner. And that older generation giving you invaluable info. And that invaluable info lives inside of us. You're needed. I know I'm needed. I search around on YouTube and I see a lot of AI stuff going on. People are falling for it, y'all. And look, AI's here to stay. It's got a foothold on YouTube. It's got a foothold on the entire world right now. People are just going crazy for it. And I use AI. Not for this. This is all me, y'all. 100% red-blooded American. I don't use AI to do my videos. What I do use AI for is as a research tool. I'll ask it a question, it gives me an answer. I'll ask it to research something for me to do that. It's a lot faster than I am at it. It gives me a summary of that kind of research that I'm asking for. It doesn't matter what it is. I might have a question about my job, or I might have a question about something I read in the news. I might have a question about how to structure something, a script, how to structure a video, how to, I don't know, just about how to do anything. Because what AI does when you put that question in, it goes across the internet and it finds that information. It's the only place it knows to find it. And it summarizes what it finds. And I'm not saying it can't be helpful, but it's not the same as that human interaction that is needed. And the older generations need to start speaking up. Stop hiding. Stop hiding behind the other side of the camera, or the screen, if you will. Stop being so much of a consumer. Start being a creator. Get out here and tell people your stories. I'm going to, and I am, and I have been. I got a lot of videos planned. See me smiling. Makes me happy to talk about it. And if it only helps one person, just one person clicks on my video and listens to what I have to tell them, that one person is the only thing I need to keep going. I do these for myself. That's the truth. I don't do these for other people. If people come to watch them, it's just a bonus for me. But this is my therapy. I got so much knowledge in me that I got to get it out. It's going to explode. My brain's going to explode. I have so much emotion, and I have bouts with every emotion you can think of. Happiness, sadness, depression, anger, frustration. I've had all that through my life. I still have it today. That's why we need to be on these platforms. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever your flavor is. You got to start. Stop sitting on the couch and watching. Well, do that too. But don't do so much of that. Switch over to creating some things. I'm gonna give you a 3-step challenge. I know you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel. It's very simple. Sounds like rocket surgery, but it's not. You don't need equipment. You don't need this. You don't need an expensive camera. You pretty much have everything in your hand right now if you're holding your phone. It's got a camera, it's got a microphone. It hears everything you say and it'll record it for you, and you can post it directly from the phone. Don't have to have any fancy editing software to cut your videos. Nope, don't have to have fancy lighting. I'm outside walking down my neighborhood. Does this look fancy? It's just my phone and me and my selfie stick and my microphone. And I just happened to buy that. Now, you can use the mic on your phone. You don't need this. Matter of fact, I have an S26, a Galaxy S26 Ultra. Sound sounds great. The sound sounds great. That's difficult to say. The microphone sounds great, put it that way. But I wanted to isolate my voice a little more, so that's the only reason I purchased the DJI Mini. It's not a very large investment. Amazon sells them all day. But anyway, yeah, I just want to get on here, tell y'all, I know you've been wanting to start one. I know you have fear, but you got to talk through the fear. You got to post over the fear. You got to take that fear and put it behind you. I had to. It took me 20 years to finally push the button. I regret every minute of it too. And if the younger generation, if y'all stayed in here and watched this video, you can learn a lot from us. I promise you that. I wish there was somebody when I was in my 20s tell me a lot of things I should have heard before I pulled the trigger on things. Certain things I should have never done. I had nobody to give me that information or give me those warnings. Their life experiences. When I was in my 20s, YouTube didn't exist. Matter of fact, when I was in my 20s, cell phones didn't exist. Wow. We had flip phones. Or excuse me, we had car phones. And then the flip phone came out. And then the smartphone came out. So yes, we didn't have the internet at the palm of our hands like y'all do now, where y'all can listen to someone like me or someone like the people I'm talking to, the 50 plus crowd. So let me give you 3 steps. Sit down with a piece of paper and a pen and write down 3 things you like or 3 things you know a lot about. Doesn't matter. Subject does not matter, y'all. It could be about gardening, could be about aviation, could be about construction, trucking, could be about life, could be about homemaking. Maybe you know a lot about children. Maybe you know a lot about, I don't know, you think of the subject. You know yourself better than anybody else. Write those three things down. And if you can't come up with 3, then write 2. Can't come up with 2, then write 1 and pick it. If you wrote down 3, pick one of the 3. Pick one of the 3. And then pick a topic based on that subject or based on that category. And you sit down with your phone, whether it's in your hand or on a tripod or on the table, wherever you put your phone, and you make that video. Doesn't have to be good. Stop trying to be good. Don't listen to everybody on the internet. Don't do it. If you do, you won't do it. They'll talk you out of it. I told y'all before in another video, I'll link it up here somewhere. Don't tell everybody your next move. Be very selective about who knows what you're getting ready to do, because there are people in this world that talk you out of things just because it makes them feel better. Because they don't want to do it, or they can't do it, or they tried and they failed. And they can't stand the thought of you succeeding at anything that they've already tried, or that they won't try, or they cannot try. And once you've made that video, step 3, post it. Sorry about the sweat, y'all. It's about 98 degrees out here. And just post it. It's that simple. Once you post it, come back to this video and comment that you started, and I will go to your channel and I will watch that first video. I won't criticize you at all, because I'll be happy that you started, and I'll be one of your first viewers, I promise. I'll comment and give you congratulations and be welcoming to the community of YouTube. Over 50, we are needed. So stop sitting on your hands and stop sitting on your knowledge and get to work. I'll see you in the comments.